The headline today: to the passengers yesterday, it seemed like a normal flight, but in the cockpit of a Continental Airlines flight from Brussels to New Jersey, some terrifying moments for the crew when the pilot suddenly died. CBS News correspondent Priya David has the latest for us this morning. Good morning, Priya.
Maggie, good morning to you. According to FAA records, the dead pilot had passed a physical in March. The cardiologist who examined the pilot aboard the transatlantic flight says he suspects a heart attack killed him.
Passengers aboard Continental Flight 61 had no idea that pilot-in-command Craig Linnell had suddenly died mid-flight.
They didn't tell us what happened, really. They just said he had a minor, he's sick, he doesn't feel well.
60-year-old pilot Linnell died about 4 hours into the flight from Brussels when the FAA says the plane was on autopilot. A relief pilot, mandatory for flights of 8 hours or more, joined the co-pilot and took over control. Belgian cardiologist Julian Sterjuven attempted to resuscitate Linnell.
When I came in, it was just too late. We tried to defibrillate him, but there was no use anymore.
After the doctor pronounced the pilot dead, the crew moved his body to the private rest area, out of view of the passengers. The captain's wife spoke by phone to CBS affiliate KHOU.
The co-pilot thought he was sleeping, but he nodded off, and he couldn't wake him.
That was Priya David, and joining us now for an exclusive interview are 4 passengers who were on that Continental flight yesterday. JJ Vanderby, his wife Laura McDermott, and their children, Owen and Zena. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
They are so beautiful.
Thank you.
JJ, when did you first know that something was wrong?
Actually, when we were landing, we saw the emergency vehicles on the landing area, and I was like, this must be something going on. And then the passenger got a phone call that the pilot actually died on the plane.
So not until you landed. During the flight, there was no indication whatsoever, Laura?
Not at all. It was actually one of the smoothest flights I've ever been on. So we didn't suspect anything. Not until the point that we exited the plane did we actually know, with all the policemen that were aligned in the corridor. So
we did had about 3 hours in the flight that the announcement was that they wanted a doctor.
And that didn't raise any red flags?
No, actually, because the people that went over there, they were back in about 5 minutes. So we're like, oh, you know, something, but nothing.
Did you see it at all on the faces of the crew?
Not at all. That was one of the most amazing things. I mean, my heart goes out to the pilot's family. That's one of the first things. Our condolences go to his family and the crew. And just one of the things I thought about last night is that the crew just maintained complete professionalism up until the point that we actually left the plane. So we had no idea. I felt from some of them that they were a little bit more protective. They wanted my daughter to stay in her seat, where normally she just wants to walk around the plane the whole time. So.
And you know what, when you get ready to leave the plane, the cockpit door is usually open and the pilots are saying goodbye to you. Were they composed as well?
Everybody was so composed. I actually looked at one of the co-pilots, I think, and it seemed like he was a bit stressed, but he was even there to kind of see the passengers off. So that was just what was so amazing. So I'm so thankful to the whole crew and the pilot for landing us safely.
When you found out what happened, what went through your mind? I mean, you had 2 little kids on board with you.
Right. Well, first you're a little, we were happy that they didn't announce it during the flight, because I think we were a little unsettled by then. But, I have confidence that they had the right procedures in place, and they did. And confidence in the crew, and they did the right thing. So when we're off, not until all the camera crews came up, we're like, okay, maybe it's a little bit bigger than we thought initially. But, we're very happy that they did the right things, and they did. So,
absolutely, they are remarkable. They
are amazing.
Thank you so much, Laura and JJ, and the 2 beautiful, is it Zena and Owen?
Yeah.
Zena and Owen.
Zena and Owen. Thank you so much.